Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the weekly update video for RS3. Now this week we actually have just the advent calendar, but now keep in mind next week we have a brand new solo 2-duo boss called Raksha. And there is more coming through soon about that, but from what we know right now it is the Shadow Colossus of Orthan. So, that means, hopefully, I'll be able to get you guys a boss fight of that, but it's supposed to be between a Raxor and Telos in terms of difficulty, so it's time to figure out a brand new boss and see about how to fighting it. How to fight that guy. But this week we do have the RuneScape Advent Calendar, and for people who are new to RuneScape and with the Advent Calendar, it's kind of like one of those things where, every day of the week or month, there's a little bit of a prize you can get for logging in, but don't fret, don't worry. If you don't log in that day, you can go back and claim previous days as well. As long as you claim it before the promotion ends. That's the only thing that's actually required. So it's a perfect opportunity to get some prizes, get some boosts, but keep in mind this is primarily for, unless there's any cosmetics, but it's primarily for regular accounts, so your Ironman accounts and hardcore Ironman accounts. You might not, well, you won't be able to claim most of the prizes, basically. But some of the small, cosmetics you can claim. The Steam Awards are out, so don't forget, if you wish to do so, vote for RuneScape for the Steam Award, which is, actually a good gesture, especially if you enjoy the game. Premier Club, don't forget, it is out now, and it's quite the hefty deal, and there's going to be a yak track coming up soon, because this little tidbit right here, it says that you'll receive the following freebies for December. It says a yak track's task skip, so that means it should be out relatively soon this month, but there's also a large mystery box, 1,000 oddments. But don't forget, there's much, much more to the Premier Club account. Especially if you get gold, you get a lot of freebies. And for Steam screenshots, you get some beautiful pictures here from Baron Nashor, Van Wa. A nice little level up picture here from Thana Bloodwell. And a nice skill cape cap for range, and this is made by Zex683 for a 200 mil, by the way, for their account. That's pretty cool. In-game cosplay competition. Somebody dressed up, and I want to say this is probably a typo because it's supposed to be Marge Simpson. So, but this is by Discord user Rue. So that's actually pretty cool, pretty good. And don't forget the Pink Skirts event is this week. Another Town Square event, Q&A. This time it will be held by Princess Ray, so bring your burning questions to the Barak West Bank World 3 this Saturday, December 5th at 2300 to 2359. Be there or be square. And then we head over into the patch notes. So mobile improvements are visually improved the sheet painting section of Morning's End Part 1 to increase playability. Mobile users can now have the option to turn one-tap gameplay. This option can be found in the gameplay settings menu under Game Interaction. Fixes: the shoulder orbs in Radiant Dawn armor are now positioned properly and will animate correctly. Graphics and interface fixes: you can now see Hope's Spear without having the Ring of Visibility equipped or held in the backpack. The yellow stripes on the Muspa, imprisoned in the block of ice and tails of the Muspa, will now appear correctly. The UI will no longer become unavailable when using the Enchanted Lamb Egg and attempting to teleport. The Shard of the Needle is now displayed correctly on the Quest Complete screen for the needle skips. Death Lotus Assassin barrels no longer clip through normal barrels. The rope used in Karamazov Crossing shortcut no longer wiggles upwards while in use. The appearance tab will no longer allow you to look inside your character's skull. The Baby Gobi's chat head will no longer clip in specific spots during dialogue. Your character will now swim instead of walk during specific portion of the quest rocking out. Washanko fishing bait no longer displays a misleading chimes value despite being an untreatable item. Fix an issue that was preventing the corruption debuff from Sophonim Slayer dungeons appearing on the debuff bar between logins. Double XP fixes. You will now consume feathers as normal while luring or baiting near Barbarian Village during double XP events. Fix the bug where the players could activate the Desert Pantheon aura while the double XP timer was paused. The double XP overlay is no longer active on Tutorial Island. Other improvements are the animation for the kick ability now displays properly. The voiceover for Primrose Note to Gale, the needle skips, now matches the text. Iron Man may now participate in the challenge gem competitions. The camera will now reset to the default view after completing the lava fall sequence in Children of Maw. The Super Guthix Rest and Brew Flask now have 30 seconds cooldown, down from 45. The Emerald Aurora, a stack timer, will now refresh after recasting the spell. Returning players will no longer log in to find themselves trapped inside a cliff face north of Remington and will instead be placed somewhere safe. Fix an issue where the Supreme Growth potions in the Farmer's Market were unable to be purchased if the player had a full backpack. Corrected capitalization of Anachronia in the description of being there. Done that. Got the postcard. Creating hidey holes will now correctly prioritize planks in the plank box. Fixes have been made to cosmetic packages, content descriptions. Using a special attack from the action bar without a weapon equipped will no longer cause the players to disconnect. Attempting to view more information about a clan while interacting with the clan flag will no longer force a logout. Fix an issue where the Kitty Litter achievement, erroneously it required rat catchers to be completed. Reading the signposts in Canifus will now correctly begin the creature of Frankenstrain. You will no longer be disqualified from the Tokhar Mok achievement if you attack Tokhar Hawk with a degraded obsidian kite shield equipped. Pickpocketing a volunteer will now count towards pickpocketing daily challenges. Fix the pathing for familiars. Certain unreachable spots near the elf camp are now reachable. It has been made clear that you don't need to downgrade your dwarf multi-cannon to acquire either the Royal Dwarf multi-cannon or the Restocking Cannon upgrade. To clarify, you need a Gold Dwarf multi-cannon to upgrade to the Royal version, and you need the Royal Dwarf to get to the Restocking upgrade. And that's actually it for this update, guys. Do keep in mind next week we got a brand new boss for both solo and duo players. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.